Innovation basically is the main driver for economies, and making economies right now can get along with the drastic changes going all around the world relevant to the climate change, post-COVID. I mean, even all of the geopolitical clashes right now going on would require countries to get along together. This kind of dialogue between European Union and GCC would give the opportunity to both sides to work together, get integrated, and learn from each other. This, in return, will minimize the trial and error timing, will transfer knowledge, technology, and make economies boost back and go back to the normal again.
We are facing lots of crises these days. We have the energy crisis, we had the pandemic, of course, and we have other issues like the reduction in trust in the government. And to face these crises, we now have to look at how we're going to do that. And the execution of large legislations and programs of the EU always falls to local governments. And so that's really a challenge that lies with cities and city makers. So I'm calling upon city makers to make cities more inclusive, more future resilient, and also look out that we have prosperity for all and collaborate with each other. We recently to the Smart City Expo in Barcelona that has concluded, and we see that lots of cities, they invent the same things by themselves all over again. So let's stop doing that and collaborate so that we don't have to invent the wheel again. This event is very important for us also to see what other governments are doing and how we can collaborate, because that's really a key thing to make smarter cities also more inclusive and prosperous for all.
This is a really important forum for us because we want to have more close relationship between the EU and the Gulf Cooperation Council. I'm representing the services industry willing to export and invest outside the EU, and the Gulf is a very good region to invest, and we would like to see more opportunities in the future. We hope that in the near future we will be able to resume talks with the GCC countries to do either resume the FTA negotiation or doing investment negotiations with these countries so that we can find more legally binding opportunities for our companies, because to talk is good, but to have binding documents to allow business to do into a legally secure framework is really important.
I'm so pleased to be here today to discuss what is the opportunity of collaboration between Europe and GCC, especially looking at the digital transformation, what it holds for us. Clearly, region GCC is very ambitious in making innovation and service-oriented economy the path for the future. And as comes to Europe, well, here we have the twin transition, so looking at how digitalization can enable sustainability and sustainability gains in Europe. And to achieve that, again, digital transformation is the answer. So I think both regions are looking into parallel paths of making digitalization happen, and happen in the most inclusive way, and the one which enables growth, enables gains for our climate, and helps people.
Today we're attending the 6th European GCC Business Forum. It's an excellent opportunity to explore enhancing more the relationship between the GCC countries and the European Union, and the collaboration between those countries in terms of trade, investments, and everything else. I think today it's the right time for enhancing this partnership, this strategic collaboration between Europe and the GCC to improve prosperity in both regions while leveraging on the past and strong ties between the GCC and Europe. I think this event today, which gathers a lot of top people from both regions, will come up with great outputs, will come up with great results out of the collaboration and the strategic agreements that may arise from this event.
Very happy to be participating in this significant happening, the 6th GCC EU Business Forum, to learn about the investment opportunities in the GCC countries as well as in Europe, but also to outline the obstacles of trade between the GCC and the EU. It's to learn about the investment opportunities, to discover new avenues for the GCC in the EU and vice versa for the EU in the GCC countries.
From Business Europe's perspective, the EU-GCC dialogue for economic diversification is very important exactly to promote cooperation between the two regions. And I think that business-to-business dialogue, but also dialogue between business and institutions and governments is key in this respect. Because to tell you the truth, we have an old partnership agreement in place which needs to be modernized, and it doesn't reflect the needs of the current global system. So we have to find ways to renew this partnership, and definitely this event like today is very important in this respect.